Pattaya has changed so much over the past few years, from rising prices, declining tourism, the bars and girls' attitude changing, and many other things, including the tourism authority wanting to rebrand Pattaya as a family-friendly destination. As we approach the end of 2025, let's go over what's changed and what you can expect for your next trip to Pattaya. Now let's just address the elephant in the room here, which is of course prices. Prices of condos, hotels, food, drink, nightlife, even the girls have gone up. But then again, we have to realise this is the global economic state that we're in. Just bear in mind that many countries across the world have increased their prices. So it's not just Thailand. So here is an actual example. My old condo, I paid 11,500 baht per month at Cozy Beach View. On the 30th of October, I saw a listing for the same condo, and this was 13,000 baht for a 1-year contract and for a private landlord. I paid 11,500 for a 6-month contract and through the sales office. Sales office bolt on a little bit additional price. So if I was to get that through a private landlord, I might get it for 9,500, 10,000 maybe. So in the space of 2 years, that condo has gone up by 3,000 baht. This is just one example of how condos have increased in price around here, and yeah, quite a bit. Lady drinks used to be around 150 to 180 baht, and now they're 180 baht pretty much no matter where you go. Sometimes even creeping up to 230 baht on soy 6. This is almost catching up with walking street prices. Prices have gone up overall, I'll probably say about 20% on everything. And there's one thing I keep on hearing, is people saying, I'm not coming back to Thailand, it's too expensive, I'm gonna go to Vietnam. I'm gonna touch on this point later, and how, to be honest, the people that are leaving is probably a good thing. Now let's just quickly touch on the bars. Now I can't go into the full details of how much these bar fines are, but let's just say these bar fines have gone up by 50%, sometimes even 100% more than they were 2 or 3 years ago. And there is a new rule, especially on soy 6. Many of the bars want you to buy at least a rack of drink for the girls, which is 5 or 6 shots, and then she'll have her drink as well, before you can even bar fine her. So there's not only the question of making sure that the girl can be bar fined if she wants to, which you should always clarify on your first drink with her if that's your intention at the end of the night, but you also have to ask, how many drinks do I have to buy you to be able to bar fine? Is there a rule? There are so many questions you need to ask these girls nowadays, but just be wary of that one, because even my friend the other day, he brought this girl 3 drinks and he wanted to bar fine her, and the mama-san come over and said, yeah, you need to buy a rack of drinks. So regardless of whether he's bought 3 drinks already, he still needs to buy that rack of drinks. Now this is specific to soy 6. I've not heard of this in places like Tree Town, Soy Buakhao, although bar fine prices over there have increased quite a bit. Now I just want to quickly add, the girls I've spoken to about this do not like this rule. A lot of the girls nowadays are opting to just have drinks with customers and trying to get their line or Instagram and meet them after work. At the end of the day, this rule harms a lot of the girls, but this could deter so many customers from actually wanting to bar fine. If you want raw, unfiltered content that I can't show on YouTube, you're going to have to head over to my Kick live stream. I stream 3 to 4 times a week with quite a lot of nightlife content, so if you want to get involved in the fun, it's the link in the description or the pinned comment of this video. We are here with MacTV, and he is going to go over what he thinks has changed mostly over the past 2 or 3 years in Pattaya, so far away.
Okay, Ryan, so one thing that I've noticed in the last 3 years, I've been here for 3 years now, and the bars that are opening up all over this city, a lot of them are catered towards the Asian market. And when I mean Asian, I mean Chinese, Japanese, because these girls and these bars have realised that's where they make the most money from. All these 2-week millionaires that are coming here on holiday from Korea, Japan, these are the guys that the girls can fleece the money out of. No offence to any of those guys, but maybe they're more naive, they're a bit more softer with the girl. There's a thing with the Asian culture where they don't want to feel embarrassed, so they just say yes to everything, whereas like an English guy would be like, no, I'm not doing that.
They might not know the tricks of the trade like we do.
Yeah. Now there is actually a thing called the 3-4s. Some of you may have heard about this, and it's pretty funny. It's a bit of an inside joke, and it means 4 inches, 4,000 baht, and 4 minutes. becoming like a very well-known phrase amongst these girls and amongst these Asian guys here. It's the way these girls can make the most money. The bars have realised this, so that's the market they're trying to cater to. What this ultimately does is it creates a bit of a divide. You get some bars now where it's full of Asians and some bars where it's just full of Farangs, and they actually, when they send girls into these bars to work, they put the smaller, pale-faced, cuter girls in the Asian bars, and they put the taller, dark-skinned, long-haired, tattoo girls in the Farang bars to try and separate these girls so the clients go in different bars. And I think that's only come about in the last couple of years, to my knowledge.
That's such a good point. I've actually noticed that myself. Awesome point there. And yeah, remember the 3 4s. Next thing I want to talk about is the girls' attitude in the bars, but it's mostly how they treat the customers. I feel like a lot of these girls, like Mac has just mentioned, are waiting for the Chinese and the Korean customers, and they don't even pay you any attention if you're a Western guy. Let's face it, at the end of the day, they are the ones that spend the most money, so of course they're going to want to go to these guys. There's also another dynamic shift within the girls. A lot of these girls are making money online now, whether that's through Instagram, through TikTok, through OF, but because these girls are earning money online, they're a little bit more picky with the customers that they choose. Many of these girls are saying nowadays they don't even do bar fine, they're just there for the drinks and that is it. And I feel like overall, when you have one of these girls, they are drinking their drinks way quicker than usual. You buy a rack of 6 shots and it's gone in 20 minutes. I feel like if these girls aren't really going for the bar fines, they are wanting to get money from the drinks. Therefore, they want as much drinks as they can get to make sure they get a big paycheck. Another point I want to mention is the demographic in Thailand has slightly changed. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I just got shit on. I just got pooed on the head. Thank you, bird. So, since I was so rudely interrupted, demographic in Thailand has changed. We've got a lot less Chinese tourists, we have more Indian tourists and more Russian tourists. Now, they seem to stick to specific areas, so the Russians typically go to Pratamnak and a part of Jomtien. The Indians are very much dominating a lot of the beach road and Walking Street. I will touch on Walking Street next, and many people refer to Walking Street nowadays as Little India. Doesn't take much searching to find all the kind of controversial videos on there's too many Indians in Pattaya. But regarding Jomtien, where many of the Russians are, I want to go to some of the Russian markets. Can you recommend me any of the Russian dishes that they sell at the markets that I should try? I want to try some Russian food because some of it looks good. Another talking point is there is way more cameras in Pattaya than there were before, including me. There is a lot of us out there now, and whether that's through YouTube, through other streaming platforms, there is cameras on every street. What I've noticed is there are a lot more Chinese and Korean streamers going around, especially around Soi 6. Now, the funny thing is, around about 3 years ago, I come here and I was streaming. Quite often I will receive abuse being hurled at me, the girls didn't like the camera, even some of the expats. But now I feel like people are more just desensitized to cameras because they're everywhere. You can't fight them. There is too many of us. And there is many people that do vlogs in Thailand, especially some of the expats, that you don't see these videos, but they are there, and there are people out there with cameras making videos every day. And to be honest, I feel like this is only a matter of time before Phuket and Bangkok become the same thing, as I've tried to stream in both those places, and let me tell you, I don't like the cameras. And also a surprising fact is many bars now are doing live streams. I've seen so many bars with a ring light on, with 3 or 4 girls around a camera, all going for the live stream, wanting drinks online. To be honest, I really do support this. There is many people who are at home who still want to support the girls. You're going to see it more and more across Pattaya and all of Thailand, where girls are going to be doing live streams in their bar, while at the same time trying to facilitate the customers that are at the bar as well. And trust me, some of these live streams make a lot of money. let's touch on visas. This isn't really specific to Pattaya, but it's specific to Thailand in general, which could deter a lot of people from coming here. 2 to 3 years ago, things were still a little bit iffy, but not as erratic as nowadays. I feel like nowadays the Ministry of Foreign Affairs just seem to kind of do erratic things and make decisions out of nowhere, and then we just have to follow suit literally the next day. 1 minute we got 60-day visa on arrival, then we got 30 days, then we got 60 days again. The tourism numbers are declining, then suddenly they make some mad rule which deters people even more. Also, student visas are getting revoked left and right. You got people at the airport getting deported, and then they released the DTV visa, which seems like just as good as the Thailand Elite visa for an absolute fraction of the price. All this confusion does deter people away from Thailand, which may contribute to the lower tourism numbers. Now let's talk about Walking Street. There was a statement put forward by the Pattaya tourism operators stating that they wanted to make Pattaya more of a family-friendly city. Since then, they have taken steps towards that. Walking Street, for one, has had all of the signs taken down that were once above all of the nightclubs and the go-go's. There is far more of a police presence around Pattaya, and especially Walking Street, with them patrolling up and down quite often. Let's face it, is Pattaya ever going to be a family-friendly city? I highly doubt it. But it will certainly be a hub for international events, and it's always going to be Bangkok's weekend getaway. Apart from the obvious, I feel like there has been a lot of changes with Pattaya, but in all fairness, has Pattaya changed? Or have we changed? If you've been here many times before, you might think to yourself, oh, it's changed, it was so much better years ago. But in a way, have we become more desensitized to just the whole Pattaya scene? We've seen it all before. We've been to the bars, we've seen the girls, seen the whole layout of Pattaya and what it has to offer. So in all fairness, have we changed? The biggest thing is, yes, things have got more expensive, and many people are moving to Vietnam or changing their holiday plans and not coming for their week in Pattaya, they're going to Vietnam instead. But in my opinion, I feel like this is the wrong attitude to have. Just because a country has gotten a little bit more expensive, Thailand is still cheap. And at the end of the day, Thailand is still Thailand. Go to Vietnam, you're not going to get the same experience as you are here. It has got similar culture, but it's not got that Thailand spirit. I feel like Thailand is so unique in itself. So I think to myself, the people that are saying, I'm going to go to Vietnam rather than Thailand because it's more expensive, yeah, okay, go to Vietnam. In my opinion, we should have people coming here that love Thailand for what Thailand is and what Thailand has to offer. The food, the culture, the experience. Yeah, it's got the nightlife and the girls, and that will never change. Vietnam might have something similar, but it won't have that spark that Thailand has. Now, if you're coming to Thailand and you want to experience the nightlife, go see some of the girls, then you have to be careful of a new tactic these girls are playing. I call it the investment tactic. You'll be out with a girl, she might pay for your coffee, she might even pay for your meal. And this is stage 1 in their investment tactic. If you want to hear more about this, as well as 32 other tips I wish I knew before I come to Pattaya, then you're going to want to click this video here. Get your pen and paper ready, because trust me, you're going to want to know some of these.